Hi guys, this is Jazz, aka Trend Trader for you, and here I'm once again putting out a weekly analysis of the S&P 500 SPY as an ETF. And last week's trend lines are there. As you could see, I have connected the higher lows on here, and this was a breakout trend line as we discussed in last couple of videos. And last week I talked about. Let me zoom in a little bit. Last week I talked about this candle being a bullish candle, and of course we had a follow through, and here it is, a test of the trend line. And it's amazing how much of a bullish pressure these two candles have. And look at this nice hammer candle. The following week, or just this week, it opened here around 187.99 and closed all the way at the top, and it definitely is a definitely bullish candle. And let's see in daily time frame. And I talked about resistance being around right around this area. And also here's the thing, and even though you see a resistance, we never had a follow through of shorts coming or saying that we're at the resistance and let's do a follow through through that resistance. So I don't see that yet, and the trend is still up as long as it wants to go up. And here's the nice thing about it. Um, a lot of traders or a lot of institutions, they're talking about a 200-day SMA, how big institutions buy and sell. And this is very critical to 200-day SMA. But at the same time, you have to be looking at your nearest support and resistance levels, your nearest support and resistance, either you call it draw lines, or either you call it levels, or whatever it is. But see, this at this point, it didn't play a role at all. It basically crossed it down and simply just gapped up and just went right up. So uh, looking at these SMAs, you can say that we can trade off of them, but this is a great example where you can't really trust on these SMAs. You really need to find a decent enough support or resistance to go along as a confluence with the your SMAs along with your support and resistance. So anyway, so we had talked about this, uh, but possibly it wasn't a trade, but I was talking about how one could go long above this and take profits as it goes. But here's another thing I talked about, having this much of a risk. And again, you could take the trade, could not take the trade, but again, there are so many other opportunities that you can take along with the SPY. You don't have to take SPY. You could take something, another Nasdaq, or you could take another SPY, 500 stocks to see what exactly is following the trend along with the SPY, and see where the support is, where the resistance is, and then you can take that trade. But anyways, so this is just wrapping it up. As far as your this is the weekly trend, testing the trend line. So let's see what brings next week. And again, still don't have a follow through, and we'll check it out, and we'll see as it goes. And we are coming near the 50 SMA. It passed the 200, passed the 20, and it's coming out of 50 as somewhat of a resistance. So we'll see until we have a follow through. Again, there's the bullish action is still pretty heavy, and we'll go from there. Okay. And one more thing I want to talk about is make sure you, if you're not my member, I don't post these videos out right away. I take a couple days in, and then I post them out on the stock twits or the Twitter or whatever it is, on LinkedIn. But yeah, sign up here so you can view these videos from here on. And also, I do make a lot of calls on Twitter prior to the move, and there's no doubt about it that I post my trades on there. But all my trades are posted prior to the move. So if I post a trade, it's always telling you, or alerting you, that this is where the long or short opportunity is. If you want to take it, that's totally up to you. Just one of the trades I want to talk about that I posted, very a toppy trade that I post. I'm in a weekly. I'm going down into the 3 minute, and I'll show you. This was posted yesterday. Um, I think I called a short below this area. I think 36.15, 36.16 with a stop above high of the day. It was right around, we were risking very low, and it gave a nice profit the same day. It's not about how much of a move it has. It's about how much is your risk is, and my risk was only this much. If my risk is this much, you can position size based on that. So let's say if my if I shorted around 36.16, right, my stop is above 36.22, you're given about 6 cents of a loss. And based on that, if let's just say you're risking about $6, right, per 100 stocks, you want to go 500, and you're risking about $30 now, right? So the way to play this is you can short 500 stocks, but you take profits as it goes down. You can take 100 here, 100 here, 100 here, and if it gives you a reversal, you cover it out. Or there are many ways to play. This is what I teach my clients, that you don't have to take it all off. You can take it in instances and still let some run. For instance, if they have let run some till the end of the day, again, all my calls on Stock Twister Twitter are day trading calls unless I post and say, I'll say, this is a swing or this is a short. Another swing, in fact, I'll talk about one of the swings. So that was that. Talk about this QIHU, right? Look that in weekly, and this is a very, very low risk, long opportunity. Long above was this one. This is what I mailed out to my to the paid clients, and I said go long above this candle, long above 65.49, anywhere, give or take few pennies. I never say if it's 65.49, I wouldn't go along exactly at 65.50. I'll give few pennies, maybe 53, 54, 55, something like that. So it was long above that, and of course gave it $3 move right up from there. So can't believe, can't argue with that, right? And the stop is right around below this candle. Again, give few pennies. There are a few ways I use my stop, but let's just now skip the chase and just say few pennies below that. And if it comes down, you take your stop loss and move on to the next trade. But this has a lot of room to run. It could run up to 485 or maybe at least to 74 area. Again, you take profits as you go depending on your share size, but this was the one that was mailed out. Took a few other clients that were interested in it. Back to the SPY. So keep an eye on it and we'll go from there. Okay, all my trades are posted on Twitter. Feel free to follow me there, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care. Bye.